Remember the jokes, don't forget all the laughs. Remember we all used to sit at that same little spot and tell stories till morning come. Remember grandma, when she used to say, young man go sit in that corner, no play. Remember that old little belt that she used to pick up, and we all used to run away. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But now everybody just looks so serious, serious. See the pressures in our life make enough of move evil us, evil us. So bring back the days when Granny used to say that everything that glitter doesn't mean it is gold. You can see your man's face, but you can't see his eyes. She said just cause the rest don't mean them better. Remember the days back in the past. Remember the family trips was a blast. Remember when grandpa, grandma used to dance. It's electric, woogie, woogie, woogie. We said our grace before we ate, and on weekdays we was in bed by 8. Remember we all used to wait for the rain to fall. In the puddle we would play. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Remember the days back in the past. Remember the jokes, don't forget all the laughs. Remember we all used to sit at that same little spot and tell stories till morning come. Remember grandma, when she used to say, young man go sit in that corner, no play. Remember that old little belt that she used to pick up, and we all used to run away. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But now everybody just looks so serious, serious. See the pressures in our life make enough of move evil us, evil us. So bring back the days when Granny used to say that everything that glitter doesn't mean it is gold. You can see your man's face, but you can't see his eyes. She said just cause the rest don't mean them better. Remember the days back in the past. Remember the family trips was a blast. Remember when grandpa, grandma used to dance. It's electric, woogie, woogie, woogie. We said our grace before we ate, and on weekdays we was in bed by 8. Remember we all used to wait for the rain to fall. In the puddle we would play. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But now everybody just looks so serious, serious. See the pressures in our life make enough of move evil us, evil us. So bring back the days when Papa used to say that family that pray together always stay together. Honor thy father, thy mother. I know people that's real rich, but their sorrows go so deep inside. And I know people without no money, and the happiness just flows outside. I know peasants and reverends and sellers and thieves. Happiness is something they all still need. Whether you white or you brown or you black, happiness, we all need that. Whoa, whoa. So bring back the days when Papa used to say that family that pray together always stay together. Honor thy father, thy mother, and your days will be so much longer. Read the Psalms a day, and that would chase the evil away. Yeah. Work with the Almighty. That's what my granny would say. My granny would say, read the Psalms a day, and that would chase the evil away. Work with the Almighty. That's what my Papa would say. My Papa would say, read the Psalms a day, and that would chase the evil away. Work with the Almighty. That's what my granny would say. Remember them time there when your neighbor could have beat you, and you couldn't go home until your mother cause she beat you too. Yeah, the good old days, you know. Read the Psalms a day, and that would chase the evil away. Yeah. Work with the Almighty. That's what my Papa would say. My Papa would say, read the Psalms a day, and that would chase the evil away. Work with the Almighty. That's what my granny would say. we came from, and we still got much to go. Thanks to Nanny, Garvey, and Malcolm, they were so remarkable. Our forefathers worked the fields in burning sun, they sweat and strain. But we are glad to say it won't happen again. 'Cause now that we've realized that all so long we've been hypnotized, we suffer day and night, we still stand upright. Yes, my skin is black, so when you see me come, you can't turn your back. There ain't gonna be, there'll never be a man like me. Sing it, brothers. Yes, my skin is black, so when you see me come, you can't turn your back. There ain't gonna be, there'll never be a man like me. If ever they made a slip, they will be corrected by the wind. But we are glad to say it won't happen again. 'Cause now it is our turn to take the lead, 'cause we have learned. We suffer day and night, but still stand upright. Yes, my skin is black, so when you see me come, you can't turn your back. There ain't gonna be, there'll never be a man like me. Sing it, brothers. Yes, my skin is black, so when you see me come, you can't turn your back. There ain't gonna be, there'll never be a man like me. Our forefathers worked the fields in the burning sun, they sweat and strain. But we are glad to say it won't happen again. 'Cause now that we've realized that all so long we've been hypnotized, we suffer day and night, but still stand upright. Yes, my skin is black, so when you see me come, you can't turn your back. There ain't gonna be, there'll never be a man like me. Sing it, sister. Yes, my skin is black, so when you see me come, you can't turn your back. There ain't gonna be, there'll never be a man like me. Sing it, brothers. Yes, my skin is black, black. When you see me come, you can't turn your back. There ain't gonna be, there'll never be a man like me. Sing it, sisters. Yes, my skin is black, so when you see me come, you can't turn your back. There ain't gonna be, there'll never be a man like me. Look how far we came from, and we still got much to go. Thanks to Nanny, Garvey, and Malcolm, they were so remarkable. Our forefathers worked the fields in burning sun, they sweat and strain. But we are glad to see.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you for your patience. Most recently, I just completed this interview with Richie Stevens, of course, and I had an opportunity to also vibe out to a few of his songs, my favorites, recent favorites, that is. All right, so now we are on to Young Garvey. You'll be listening to Young Garvey in the back. Right out the gate, we listen to Remember the Days, and playing in the background is Be a Man. When you're talking about an artist that's very talented, gifted, has an eclectic catalog of music, that's what Young Garvey is about. And, you know, I personally think that he should be on some bigger platforms because of the music he does and because of the professionalism of his craft as well. So for all the persons that are out there listening right now, if you don't know who Young Garvey is, I encourage you to look out for him across the social media platforms. But right now, he's in studio with us, and I am going to jump to introduce him as well as to get some of your questions going. Young Garvey, are you there?
Open active, Empress rules. Only color and respect.
Yes, yes, yes. I tell you, I've been a fan of yours for the longest time. Of course, you know that. Listening to your craft and everything, and I'm looking that one of these days I'm going to hear that, you're always doing music, but I'm looking that one of these days I'm going to really find the persons, not just like myself, but others, to give you, what exactly it is that you deserve in terms of this music that you're giving to everyone else as well. How are you doing otherwise?
Up and active, give thanks to for life, there I take it easy, they cut like a band-aid,
I love it. They cut like a band-aid. So yes, we had an opportunity, my audience, where they listened to Remember the Days, and we're listening to Be a Man in the background. Let's talk about Remember the Days. There's quite a few things within that song itself that stuck out to me. Remembering how it is that growing up, how our mannerism was something to behold. Knowing that if we misbehave outside the street, we can't get the beating before we reach home. But nowadays, that doesn't seem to be, happening, because there's so much going on as well. Too much different things to pick from that song itself. But tell me, what made you decide to pen the song Remember the Days? Is it just based on the old times, or was there a particular instance that happened where you're saying to yourself, I need to really do a song about this,
Yeah, actually it was actually a song that was planned, seeing the mind of the youth them and the mind of the people them in the world right now. And remembering when I was growing up, like I said, if you do something wrong on the street wrong and the neighbor see it, the neighbor can be to go home and complain to your mother, you get another beating. So
right.
It will take a village to raise a child, you understand? And these generation youth, they get the opportunity there, because the parents then is actually young kids having young kids, so certain principles cannot be passed on. So a lot of things is playing for the youth right now in this generation. So Remember the Days is just to really show them what type of things we grew up to, and how it used to be when we was growing, with the parents them and the neighbors them, and just the fun, just the family get together. Like family don't come together and sit down and pray anymore at the table, It's like it's a different set of liberty, so you have a different set of chaotic things that go on, so that's why we're being that song.
Different set of evil. Interesting you said that. The other day a friend of mine sent me a video, and the video showed some schoolgirls on a bus, and I guess there was an older lady that passed, and her bag hit the girl, and the girl started punching the lady in the back of the head, and I was like, wow, how far we come. Yeah, we know, like, I'm from that era where it is that you wouldn't even think about putting your hands on another adult, and just to see how quickly or the young people, their nerves are, and when something happens, how triggered they are as well, and to choose violence first instead of thinking about the fact that this person is an elder. Quite interesting. I love the song.
Okay. Far away from being afraid to curse bad words in front of elders, so you don't even say good morning or good afternoon when you say elders. So we have to constantly put these things in the music, if take these people back who knows, and refresh their memories, so that get that back in them to start really using that way. You understand? And then, like I said, positive music is needed in the world right now, because I take negative music as one of the system's biggest weapon of mass destruction, so the most I can do right now is play my part, physically talking to the youth, and I try to uplift them and then put these type of meditation in my music to try to counteract what's happening, what I see happening, the fight against the youth,
Yeah. As an artist within your community, do you mentor a set of kids within your community or anywhere on the island of Jamaica? It's something that I'm big on, especially when it comes to the artists, to see if they can mentor some of these kids because they need it. Yeah?
Yeah, man, definitely, definitely, because actually I have a record label, producer, play piano, play rhythm, so most of the time I have young youths in my studio.
Yes.
Right, and I type a song, then record it because they can't record negative music, and I produce it, so yeah, that's a go.
Okay. Well, that's good to know. That's good to know.
And I had to cut you from an anti-bleaching school tour right before coronavirus came on.
Yes.
Came out. And I actually went into the schools and brought motivational speakers in to talk to them about bleaching. And explain to them why they don't love themselves and where it's coming from. Because a lot of people bleach right now in skin and they kind of think it's cool. So when I identify to them that you actually was taught to hate yourself, you actually was taught to hate the color, you might not get the whole school one time, but you get 2-3 out of the school. So Blacka Ellison was a part of it. Lakeisha Ellison, she was a part of the school tour. Sutherland Global, on her life, they actually sponsored the school tour. I plan to go up on the road again, the virus is gone, So youth is always in my circle and in my plans,
Yeah. I think it's so important to address some of these issues from the school level. This is something that, when we were going to school, whether it be primary or high school, we had different persons that would come in and speak on various subjects. And the bleaching is a huge part of the issues that is going on as well on the island as well. People who tell themselves that if they're not light-skinned, they're not beautiful and all of that. But to each its own. To each its own. However, it is that in whatever regard we look at it, it's something that has taken over the island as well. But it's good. I'm glad to hear that you're making moves, and to our listening audience, pay attention. Yes, he's going around and actually doing, helping out his community and other communities as well. I encourage each of us that if it is that you can save at least one person or you can mentor one person, that's also great as well, because the world is very troubling and every day you wake up is a different thing and different issues, and it seems as if no one has anything that's called patience anymore, and we more go to our belief and the evil side of the belief rather than find out exactly what the subject matter is. And for persons who actually see that some of the issues are going on at various, rather than correct it, sometimes we jump aboard and become part of the bandwagon, right? You have to ask yourself, who is out there to save us? Yeah. We also had an opportunity to listen to Be a Man. Talk to me about Be a Man.
Alright, Be a Man was actually, the original singer was the Eptones.
The Eptones.
And it's his production.
Yes.
So he actually asked me to sing over Be a Man. And if you notice, remember the days and Be a Man is on the same rhythm.
Yes.
So I sing Be a Man for Fathership was because I love the words is needed right now today. We end up meant to remember the days.
Remember the days.
But that song is basically self-explanatory, Love yourself, be proud to be black, be proud of who you is. It's way past slavery, it's a mental slavery. And if you understand the mental slavery, it's easier to escape than the whip. So the thing is to understand that what's happening and what you're going through right now is actually set. A lot of people in a situation and them don't know. And you have people who say, so all them stay, so why people want to get us stay? So if you're born in a surroundings where kids is having kids, there's gunshot every night. If a couple of below, you can have a low temper because to go outside and play with the kids, your mother will tell you, somebody they better lick them back.
Right.
So we're breeding tough kids, You know, and the big issue with kids having kids, from you as a teenager having a child, you don't properly develop in your brain and you don't have enough experience, you know, to raise a child. So it really takes a village to raise a child, even more now than then, because at least them time it was actually older people having kids, you know. And then, like I said, the music these youths choose to listen to is detrimental to them. You know, because they believe what them hear. And the system know that the most powerful thing is music, because if the teacher said A, B, C, it's easy as 1, 2, 3, they put it in the music. So
Right.
we can grasp it and learn it fast. So when you have these kids listening to songs where I say, oh, if I bleach, and if a man step on your shoes, if I lick him in my face, or so they build up this character that they're really not, because a lot of these kids that's playing tough, they don't really tough. It's just, it's an image now to be this gangster and to be this tough guy. Not saying they won't hurt you, they'll hurt you.
Right.
It's not what they had to overcome or what they was forced into. Some of them are forced, most of them is forcing themselves into that life because it seems cool. You know, so my biggest thing is basically making them understand why. Because from you know why, when I like fight, when I like war and war the system that's setting up they want to war each other. If you understand what I say, you know?
That's true. That's true. Hear what? We're going to jump to one of your songs and we'll be right back with some more questions. This time I'll take some questions from our audience.
Yeah, my girl. Love when you whining in slow-mo. Don't move too fast, that's a no-no. My girl, just slow wine for me. Tip on your toe, wine for me. My girl, when you flash it, so when you dash it, so I beg you, don't stop it. No, girl, just slow wine for me. Baby, they're the African dancers for me. My girl, when you flash it, so when you dash it, so I beg you, don't stop it. No, girl, the way that you're moving got my heart racing. Now you have the same thing, girl. Body hot and it blazing, you're so amazing. Now you my one for day in my world. Baby girl, when the club lights shine on your body, I swear it shine like pearl. Now you make my heart beat, so don't make my heart beat. Just slow wine for me, tip on your toe, wine for me. My girl, when you flash it, so when you dash it, so I beg you, don't stop it. Now girl, just slow wine for me. Baby, they're the African dancers for me. My girl, when you flash it, so when you dash it, so my girl, you're so contagious. Got me feeling courageous. See my heart bubbling like a thermos. So hot inside like a furnace. I ain't seen a girl on road that can make me feel just like you. Remember on just one night, one stick on you like tattoo. I can tell by the look in your eyes, the way that I feel, you feel same way inside. So come on, move to the beat and play star bound. Next stop, bedroom light not turn on. Now stop even when the sun come out. Skip work, different work, I have profound. Slow wine for me, dip on your toe, wine for me. My girl, when you flash it, so when you dash it, so I beg you, don't stop it. No girl, just slow wine for me. Baby, they're the African dancers for me. My girl, when you flash it, so when you dash it, so my girl. The way that you're moving got my heart racing. Now you have the same thing, girl. Body hot and it blazing, you're so amazing. Now you my one for day in my world. Baby girl, when the club lights shine on your body, I swear it shine like pearl. Now you make my heart beat, so don't make my heart beat. Just slow wine for me, tip on your toe, wine for me. My girl, when you flash it, so when you dash it, so I beg you, don't stop it. Now girl, just slow wine for me.
Okay. Shout out to Elizabeth out of London. That Elizabeth says that right now she's grooving to this slow wine song. She's loving Young Garvey's slow wine for me. She says, okay, but that's a difference from, the first two songs. But Elizabeth, as I was saying, he's an eclectic artist. He's very versatile. His catalog is eclectic. But as Elizabeth is asking the question to you now, young Garvey, she would like to know, there are variations to the songs that you have done. Of course, it is, I guess, she recorded the first two as just straight up reggae. And then this song that we just played, Slow Wine, has a little bit attached to the dancehall flavor. So Elizabeth wants to know, what is your preference? Do you prefer recording in both reggae and dancehall, or do you do more of the reggae genre?
Alright, my I'm a reggae baby. I love reggae. I love drum, bass, percussion, because these rhythms not only they last longer, they're more spiritual because it takes more than one person.
Yes.
Spiritual, you have a bass man, when you want to play theme bass, you have a guitar man, you want to be heard, you have the drummer, beat theme drums so you can hear him, right, percussionist, and then you have the singer, so you have all these souls in one rhythm, one thing. So you actually feel the people differently, and that's why the rhythm is so powerful. And then that's where you can really put spiritual songs in it, because the tempo is at a peak is where you can talk to the people and say the right things. But I love reggae because you don't know, grew up in a reggae, in a dancehall, should I say, country. I love hip hop. You catch me, I'm doing R&B, hip hop, that type of beat. So I don't limit myself. I love reggae, but I love music. So it's like any instrumental we get on the touch with, we put something on it. But it's always going to be positive. It's never going to be out of my character, into the person I am.
And that is so relevant. That is so relevant. Most recently, I was having a conversation with a young artist who actually does dancehall. And when I asked his preferred genre, he actually prefers reggae music, but he dabbles in dancehall. So I asked, well, since reggae is your preference, why don't you record more reggae songs? And he says, well, because people know me faster. Based on the dancehall part of his catalog. And I was like, okay. Yeah.
It's the reggae. A reggae rhythm is more complicated to make, and it costs a little more because you have to have a drummer, you have to have all the instrument played and instrument. So each player going to feel like a piece and feel like a piece, and you have big studio time. But when you work on a rhythm that's built on the computer, one person can build it and he can call and record at the same time. So people more draw together because it's easier to produce that way.
Well, do you think it's just that, or because it is that? I think we're in this era where it is that the up and coming artists they tend to follow what they see others are doing rather than stick to their own convictions and say, listen, I want to go out, and even if it is to create a new genre, that's what I'm going to do. Do you think it's just that, or is like, I see everybody else, look like they get known faster if they do dancehall than reggae?
Yeah, that has something to do with it too, but not as much as the cost, because it's kind of costly to build reggae instrumental, but
yeah,
people like to do what they see and what they hear, what they think is cool. So because those type of rhythm is taken apart, you have the African rhythm, that's based off of Jamaican music, same way. That is the Afrobeats. So these things, them steering on the billboard, them hearing, them seeing, so them like to emulate that. If you remember, not remember because it wasn't there, but even Bob Marley time, and Peter such and all the time on live music, everybody who stepped in the music at that point was trying to do live music because that was it. That was what was up.
Right.
They're not for father to see me. Monkey see, monkey do.
That's true. That's true. Okay, so now you have your latest release, still going on. Still going on. It's an acoustic. an acoustic number that I really am digging the song as well. I am going to, before I go to the song though, I have a question from Paul out of the US, and he would like to know, you have done reggae, he has listened to reggae and he has listened to dancehall, but he would like to know, do you do other genres? Do you dabble in other genres? Maybe hip-hop, R&B, we don't know.
Yes, definitely. I have a song. We have a lot of music on streaming, and hip-hop is up there, to R&B is up there. I do hip-hop, I love hip-hop, so I have hip-hop songs.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine a black man, imagine a Pope as an African. I bet to be some nuns in the Vatican. Imagine if you never knew a Rasta man, Imagine no diamonds and no gold. Imagine if black people was never sold. Imagine every pastor was preaching for free. Imagine every lie that you told was a fee, Imagine the slave masters become slaves. They got hung, they got walked, they got weight, they got caged. Imagine the sacrifice Marcus Garvey made. All disappeared just in one day. Imagine if the U.S. didn't bomb Iraq. Imagine if the shipments of drugs stopped. Imagine if the money had no value when the rich becomes the poor, or who be knocking at the farmer's door. Yeah, we love hip-hop.
I love it. Oh, so that you just did, that song is actually available in your catalog?
Yeah, that song is available on iTunes and Amazon. It's called Just Imagine.
Ah, okay. I'm gonna go listen to it. I love that. I actually have a friend in Jamaica who actually does hip hop, and he's coming out with an album. So for all the people who think that there's only reggae and dancehall that exists in Jamaica, this album is to die for, because I already had the first listen, and I'm telling you, it's the next big thing. I can't tell you.
What's the artist's name? Because I might know him,
I'll tell you off the air. I tell you, I probably is listening right now as well, but I'm going to tell you off the air. Yes.
Tell him make promotion, man. Tell him make the world know it's really, man.
Well, I am waiting until. Well, the thing is that, of course, he's coming on my show first to do the release. I'm the first person that's getting the first interview, and let me tell you, this album is to die for. It's just absolutely nice, very nice. I love it. Yes. All right. I'm going to jump to your song, and when we come back, we're going to ask a few more questions and wrap up from our audience, okay?
Open active.
Hey. Strong, but I'm still going on, I've done time in some place, some people call hell, but I'm still going on, yeah, cause nothing can break me, not if it's slavery, such a made me stronger. When I was down and out, you never left me, you never forsake me, oh Jah. And when the enemies against me, you never let them conquer. Cause in the midst of my enemies, you never make I wonder. Confidence turn up, negative vibes see burn up. Give thanks when you see the sun up, cause all them a try life still a live up, yeah. Cause nothing can break me down, not even slavery now. And no matter what circumstance, one thing I'm certain that I would never sell myself out. Wanna kill and make you stronger. Give thanks for life and never go under. Stress never take my stride. Negative energy, them up to stay wide. I put in the work, everything lacking. No more money, just a spin washing machine. Food a bubble pan pot, pumpkin dashing. It's like the life I live is a dream. From the ghetto, now we rise to the top. The poverty and the past, them can't catch up back. Fell down couple times, but we get up back. One wing and we still have to fly. Cause nothing can break me down, not even slavery now. I've been up, I've been down, I've been weak, I've been strong, but I'm still going on, still going on. I've done down in some place, some people go ahead, but I'm still going on, still going on.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're enjoying this song just as much as I do. I received the song and I said, loving this one, again, it's a motivational, inspirational song, and that's what it is that we draw for nowadays. We have different persons. It's either you draw for the inspirational song or some people draw for evil. I'm over this side. We draw for the inspirational song, and that's why it is. I really love this song right here. So we're going to take some questions for young Garvey, okay? We have Phil out of Switzerland that's asking, this song right here, what made you decide on, the production and the writing of the song and everything? Is it because of the experiences, the daily experiences or the livelihood that you're experiencing right now?
All right, still going on, it's actually just to motivate people, in the journey of life, because the things that you go through in your life, it's supposed to actually carve you out to make you a better and a stronger person.
Yeah.
So still just basically saying that the trials and the tribulations and the things that I've been through growing up, they never break me down, because I'm still going on and I'm a positive, inspirational person. So I wanted to use my story to motivate others, and I chose an acoustic rhythm because you can really talk to the people and put a nice level on acoustic rhythm.
Yes.
That song was by myself. My company is called One Nation Music. My production, first one of this year, that's coming from One Nation Music,
Yeah. I love the acoustic version. Have you outside of COVID, or I always say pandemic or plandemic, but are you performing even acoustically right now?
Yeah, actually I have a few shows coming up. Some in the target for Europe shortly.
Yes.
Some shows in Jamaica, and I've done some shows since the coronavirus eased up off for the place where the pandemic seen me.
Yes.
So yeah, man, I'm open for bookings, anywhere in the world that would love this vibration. Can just reach out to Empress Rose and she'll get in touch with I. I get in touch with Leroy Sibbles, Father Sibbles, the king of reggae bassline, which is I producer and management.
Yeah, Leroy Sibbles, love him. So your plan is to will you be in Europe for the rest by the end of this year, or you're talking for next year?
Started for early next year. Early Europe, I'm looking towards Africa too, Zimbabwe, Ghana, South Africa. So a lot of things is on the table, because the music is, the positive music, it might take a little while longer, but once it reaches anywhere, it's settled and it just grows a base. So I have a fan base growing all over the world, which I'm grateful and humble about, because it's the meditation. And I is one of the artists that sing what I mean and sing what I feel, so my music is actually talking to me. I talk on this thing. It's always positive, it's always conscious. So there's no fake in this thing. This is young Garvey, real, live and direct.
Love it, love it, love it. What can the audience expect early next year you're going on tour, but in terms of production, are you coming out with a new album, new EP, other tracks in the pipeline?
Alright, I have a live album that's produced by Leroy Sivers out of Bright B Music, which is like my baby right now. It's called Revival. It's a strictly reggae, roots rock reggae album. Leroy Sivers played bass on all the tracks. Dean Fraser, the legendary Dean Fraser, played on like 6 tracks. Dalton Brownie, rest in peace to his soul. That was Freddie McGregor, guitarist for years, one of the greatest guitarists. He played on the harmony on the tracks. Bunga Herman, who played in Bob Marley Reading. Fab Five Band. So this album is built with all the great in reggae music, the people that pioneered, the people that built reggae music to what it is. So having that type of people around me, young Garvey, with my feelings and my expression in this modern day time is like, it's a good album because you have the elders there with the experience and everything Garvey, which is a new messenger, revolutionist, and you put that together, you get a great album. So the album is called Revival and it's ready. Cool Natty was the first single of the album, which is a video on YouTube now that has a cameo of Marcia Griffiths, the queen of reggae, Bob Andy, Carl Fardison. I said a video can't go around until I get a video in it, I get a clip in it. So Bob Andy is in it, Luton Fire, Leroy Sivers, and grateful to be working amongst these great because I grew up listening to these people. I grew up looking at Marcia Griffiths as the queen, a person that used to sing I Trees with Bob Marley. So having her around my work, is actually a blessing and a privilege, So look out for that album Revival. Street reggae music. The people in the world tell them about for reggae music, authentic reggae music. When I have one coming, one album, Revival.
Well, I will be in line for that album. You definitely got to give me a signed copy, not just a copy. I need a signed copy because I know what you can do in terms of music, and just listening to the project and the persons that you have that are part of the project. I know it's going to be awesome, and it's going to put you on a different level, I think, as well. You've been, in the trenches for a while. But I love what I'm hearing. I really do. I really do. Yes. So, for Still Going On, this song is currently available across the social media platforms.
All digital platforms, Spotify, everywhere you can stream it, purchase it, support the positive vibration. And this is a song that's dear to me. I really love Still Going On because it motivates me. And a lot of the songs I sing with that's motivational, I sing them to motivate myself because you still go through discouragement, you still go through times where you feel down. So when I get those feelings, those type of songs come out of me, So
I love it. Man. Love it. So to our listening audience, I'm going to be giving away 10 copies of Still Going On. So do reach out to me if you would like a copy of Still Going On. We're going to be gifting that to our audience. And for the audience that did not receive one of the singles for Still Going On, please, you can stream across the digital platforms such as Spotify as well, and do follow Young Garvey. He's going to share with you his social media handles.
Definitely. Can follow Young Garvey on all platforms. YouTube, Young Garvey, Viva channel. You have Instagram, Young Garvey. Facebook, Young Garvey. Well, Young Garvey everywhere. You just type in Young Garvey in Google. It will pop up. There's only one Young Garvey. There's only one Marcus Garvey. One Celestia, one Bob Marley.
All right, I love it. Last but definitely not least, how did you get the name Young Garvey?
Right. This name, no, because I honestly believe that a person should name himself Young Garvey, and I did name myself Young Garvey when I was like 18 years old. Listening to music, you know.
Yeah.
As a youth, I was at yeah, you know, call it now, the eye open to the system.
Yes.
So being my friends, I'm in New York, because I grew up in New York, and being around my friends, I know, I always used to complain about liquor store being on every corner. And like, why do people can't system set the system? So like, I always had this revolutionary spirit. So one person looked at me one day, it was a 5% a Muslim guy, and said, yo, you acting like you're Marcus Garvey. The next person said to him, no, that's young Garvey. From that day, you know, I'm young. When I got that name, you know, I knew Marcus Garvey was the first,
Yes.
you know, national hero in Jamaica. I knew about him, but not the legacy, how important he was to the nation of black people, not just Jamaica, to the nation. And what Garvey done in his period with no social media, to have millions of people following him, have newspaper like
Right.
one try by the man give black people pride and hope. And you know, when me go and start researching to Marcus Garvey, you know, I realized how important this person was, you know, that just as a youth, it just put me upon a mission and put me upon the study and gave me a purpose, you know. So getting that name at a young age kind of helped me grow into the name, because we never really fully at that level yet, you know.
Yes. Hence the productions of your songs. Speaks volume. Yeah, speaks volume. It's always a pleasure. It's always a pleasure having you come through. And I am so looking forward to this signed album, this album that you're going to sign for me. I know it's going to be epic. I know it's going to be epic. So for my audience who never listened to Young Garvey, go look him up and check out his productions. Yeah.
Definitely. Google, and you can find everything from your Google.
Yes, yes, yes. It's always a pleasure having you come through. I thank you for stopping by. And most definitely, we'll look forward to when you come out with your album for it to pass through. And we'll have a longer interview where we can, you know, have our audience listen to the productions as well. I know this is going to be a good one.
Definitely. And we give thanks to the opportunity. And we give thanks to the ears of the people across the world listening. And just be on the lookout for the positive vibration. Stream anytime you're feeling down and you want to hear some uplifting music, you know. If you want to hear some nice songs for the ladies without them have to kin out of them, have to go wipe on the bed. You know, all angles, you just can search for Young Garvey. I promise you'll be pleased.
Thank you, thank you. All right.
Give thanks, upon active.
Wanna kill and make you stronger. Give thanks for life and never go under. Stress never take my stride. Negative energy, them up to stay wide. I put in the work, everything lacking. No more money, just a spend washing machine. Food a bubble pan pot, pumpkin dashing. It's like the life I live is a dream. From the ghetto, now we rise to the top. Left poverty and the past, and can't catch up back. Fell down couple times, but we get up back. One wing and we still have to fly. Cause nothing can break me down, not even slavery now. I've been up, I've been down, I've been weak, I've been strong, but I'm still going on, still going on. I've done time in some place, some people go ahead, but I'm still going on, still going on. Yeah. There's nothing can break me, not even slavery, such a time made me stronger. Nothing can break me, not even slavery, such a time made me stronger. There's nothing can break me, not even slavery, such a time made me stronger. Nothing can break me, not even slavery, such a time made me.
Yes, yes, Yes. That has been Young Garvey. I thank you guys for just passing through. And check it out. The name of this song is Still Going On. We are giving away 10 copies today. So if you'd like a copy of Still Going On, please hit me up. If you didn't get a copy today, you're more than welcome to stream across the streaming platforms such as Spotify. That has been Young Garvey. Be sure to check him out across the social media platforms. That's YOUNG GARVEY. Yes. And so, to all my listening audience, I thank you for coming through. Yes, thanks for vibing with us. To all our artists, okay, across the world who are currently tapped in, if you would like to submit to the One-on-One Music Review Show, we are always accepting submissions. And to be considered, kindly send a brief bio, 123 MP3, and your social media handles to globalmusicreport@gmail.com. Again, a brief bio, 123 MP3, and your social media handles to globalmusicreport@gmail.com. Our capital home is International Stars. Do check us out across the social media platforms. That's INTLSTARZ. For a more intimate approach, I can be found on Instagram as Infinite Empress. INFINITEMPRESS. I thank you for tuning in and checking me out each and every week and lending to me your listening ear. Have yourselves a blessed rest of day. Wherever you are in the world, thank you for lending to me each and every week your listening ear. Have a blessed one.